let us go to La Liga. So obviously, La Liga, we focus on the usual suspects. I'm gonna start with Barcelona. Uh, Lamine Yamal is an animal. It's just on a. I I don't know what else to say about the kid. Like the stuff he's adding to his game now, right? I'm talking of the strength. Obviously, he's a taller player, but he's not supposed to be this strong, this young. So I mean, what am I talking about? The first goal of the game. He's a nominal right winger, right?
Yeah.
He literally like zips from the right wing over to the left to hound a defender trying to play out of the back. A grown man.
Yeah.
I'm sure this man has kids at home. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know his age, but I'm sure it looks like someone who has kids at home. Lamine Yamal, all 17 years of him, hounds this man down, hacks him down. I mean, in the EPL, that would have been a foul. Okay. Bullies him, collects his lunch, slaps him around, collects the ball, and then beautiful bends the ball into the net, and the goalkeeper almost starts crying. I almost started crying for the goalkeeper. It was so sad. And I'm just like, if this kid keeps adding stuff to his game, it will be unstoppable. Like, this is crazy. Like, you're not supposed to be that situationally aware, that strong, that calm, that composed. Like, he's not faced that is playing right next to Lewandowski, who is roughly twice his age and one of the best strikers to ever live, and he's just playing like he's having a kickabout in the park with his friends, just really impressive.
Yeah. What you spotted, what you noticed, right? It was quite intentional, and it's interesting that you mentioned it. So I was listening to his interview earlier on today. And he said that Hansi Flick actually told him and Rafinha to put pressure on the centre backs.
Wow.
You're right. The centre back, his name is it David or Daniel Lopez? I can't remember. He's 30, 34, 35 years old.
He's a grown man.
He's a grown man. You're right. Right? And he said Hansi Flick told him and Rafinha. He didn't say he told him and Lewandowski, because Flick knows Lewandowski does not have that in his tank anymore. Lewandowski does not have the energy to press. But you have two young people that can run for the whole world, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this goes back to what we mentioned last week about Hansi Flick. He's making things simpler for the guys, and they are reacting to it. He's looking at a player and he's saying, this is your strength. Let me utilize your strength. Because normally, Xavi might have told someone like Lewandowski to be pressing. He doesn't have that in him anymore.
Yeah.
I don't need you to press. I just need you to put the balls away when they set up chances for you. So this goes back to Flick. It's basic things. So now in their dressing room, last year they were all dressing up, wearing ties and all. Flick said, forget all that. We're not doing that. Just come in your Baka apparel, your t-shirts and your shorts. And even if you want to wear slides, fine. I don't care about how all these, what do people call it? Fashion check to check whether he's wearing a suit. It's unnecessary distraction. I don't want that. That's Flick for you, because he himself is wearing t-shirt and jeans every time. He's on t-shirt and jeans, So I think Flick deserves a lot of credit, but not to take anything away from that young man. Lamine Yamal, if he continues at this rate, right, we should be on the lookout. We have a world beater on our hands, right?
No, absolutely.
If you remember vividly, we mentioned this. Some people peak early, some people bloom early, and they peak early. We don't know what this recent drop from Mbappe is. We don't know whether this is where he will be, right? But Mbappe is the only person that I can think that was probably as good as Lamine Yamal at the same age.
At 17. Yeah, no,
I don't think Messi was this good at 17. It's just that Messi just kept on going up, up, up. Even when he clocked 27, he was getting better. 28, he was getting better. That's why Messi became Messi. But Messi was not this good at age 17.
Ronaldo wasn't either.
Ronaldo wasn't even at all. At all.
And they were visible. I mean, Ronaldo was at Sporting Lisbon at 17. You know, you knew it was going to be something, right?
Yeah.
But because for me, and look, I love that you brought this up because, you know, the nuances, you know me, I'm Mr. Nuance. The nuances matter, right? Because I would say the coaching is better and more intentional today, right? And, you know, back in the day, you had, if you were at Ajax or Barcelona, you know, maybe Porto, maybe Benfica, you know, you had a very integrated way of coaching. Like all the teams played the same way. Now everyone does. So now if you went to Crystal Palace, it's integrated, right? That wasn't the case 20 years ago, right? You know, you had to be at a specific club where they paid attention to those things, right? But now the coaching is more intentional wherever you go. So I think obviously medical science, obviously nutrition, kids are pretty much playing professional style ball and receiving professional style coaching very early on, right? But he's not the only 17-year-old in the Barca setup, but he's the only one doing what he's doing. So it's still kudos to him. You know, it's still absolute kudos to him. But that strength, he already has the height, he already has the quickness, he already has the calmness, the strength. I mean, that's a new thing for me. I don't watch him every day, but that's a new thing for me. It's just amazing to me that I'm watching him and Musiala the same weekend and just wondering, I'm like, Yinka, there's no one like either of those guys in the Premier League. There is no young player that good in the Premier League. This is an uncomfortable truth for people who think England is everything. There is nobody. Saka is not that good. You know what I mean? Saka is good at what he does, but Saka doesn't have the foot speed of Jamal Musiala, and Saka has the strength of what I'm seeing from Yamal, but just the quick trigger, the running into space and just be like, boom, 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 done. And Saka is already 23. He just turned 23. This kid's 6 years younger.
How old is Musiala again?
Musiala, I think is 20, maybe 21.
Musiala is older. Is in his early 20s. I believe.
Musiala 21. 21. You know, so. But Saka just turned 23 now, I think, a couple weeks ago.
So Musiala and Saka are you know, they're more comparable than
contemporary. But this kid is 17. Like
he is.
Anyway, but not to over-index on that, but I just very impressive.
Even if there are players in EPL at that age that might be that good, they are not this exposed already. The coaches don't have the confidence or the belief in them to say, you know what? Because I look at it, Ethan, in one area at Arsenal, and I'm like, why is this boy not starting?
I was going to say that.
Why is this boy not starting? Why is he not getting more games? I look at it, Lewis Kelly, and I say the same thing.
Yeah.
There are players in Spurs that will have played better against us than those people that played, that are teenagers, right?
Yeah.
So once again, you need to give it to the Barca setup. Yeah. They give their teenagers much more exposure and much more trust and much more belief at an earlier stage than every other person, right? So it's not a coincidence that La Masia is churning out this talent. Once they see that you're good enough, they don't care your age. You're good enough.
Yeah.
Go try it out. And if you try out and you don't work, they send you on loan. A couple of loans is not good enough, they sell you off. A couple of loans is good enough, you come back to Barca and you perform. You get what I mean?
Yeah. I know I do.
But you're right. Yamal is at that age, if he continues to grow, we have a problem.
No,
the whole world, we have a footballing problem.
For me, it's just the tactical awareness alone at 17 is just, it's crazy.